Hello, welcome. If you're coming in live with us in Living Powerfully Community or on YouTube or at Instagram, so happy to see you here today. I'm Dr. Shelley Nash, and I am an elite level mindset coach. I help women to unlock their genius, increase their income, and claim the success that they deserve. So I'm so happy to be here with you today to discuss this topic. Does your style reflect your true self? And when you're coming on, please say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from, and love to see you here. So, does your style reflect your true self? I ask people this question a lot because we work so hard in coaching to discover our purpose, why we're here, what it is that we're meant to do in life, our authentic self, our truest self. We are discovering, we're constantly uncovering the beauty that is inside of us, just waiting to be shared with the world. And so we often want to make sure that our personal style, how we dress ourselves, how we adorn ourselves, is in alignment with that truest self, so that when you go out into the world, people will see you and they'll recognize your authentic self. They'll recognize your true self just because of how you have dressed that day. And so it is a process in order to learn your personal style. This does not have anything to do with fashion, although it can have something to do with fashion. It's more like what looks best on you, what is congruent with who you are and where you're going, what your goals are, what you want to achieve. And so this is why I have the topic today. This is something we have been discussing in my coaching program, Self Mastery to Riches Academy. I have a colleague that helps me and comes in and talks about Style Makers Academy, which is what she runs. And you probably heard her in my group before if you've been watching for a while. And so we're really helping people to discover their personal style and actually begin to dress like the woman of our goal, the woman that we're becoming. So I want to ask you a few questions. So we talk a lot in here about our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. And are your subconscious beliefs showing up in your closet? And you probably haven't even thought of this before. This is something that even this first round of going through with my clients came more and more into my awareness, because we talk about limiting beliefs and we talk about false beliefs, but we don't always talk about them as related to our bodies and how we dress. So think about your closet and how you dress right now. And is there something similar in how you dress now to perhaps how your mother dressed, your father's beliefs about clothing and how appearance was supposed to be as you grew up? Because mostly, we're conditioned and programmed at an early age. And our conditioning and programming at an early age just happens to us. We don't have any control of that. It comes from our environment and our genetics. And so the people around you, how they dressed, what they believed about the body and fashion, or how much of your body you should reveal and how much you shouldn't, and what was appropriate. You actually picked up on their beliefs, but you actually copied the way that they dressed. So ask yourself, do I still dress the way my grandma dressed, the way my mom dressed? What of that is working for you and what isn't working for you? And so there's a lot of times our closet is a kind of a reflection of what's gone on in our mind and what's going on in our mind. And that's why we often encourage a wardrobe edit, to get rid of the things that don't for sure either physically fit, or they don't fit the person that you're trying to become in your goal, the person you want to become when you achieve your goal. And so, through coaching, we go and we discover the truth of who you are, the essence of who you are, find your genius, and then we connect. That's like a golden thread to anything that you want to achieve in your life. So we want to make the truth of who you are congruent with the goal that you're going for, and make sure that how you're dressed and how you present yourself with your clothing and your adornment, your jewelry, and everything about you is in alignment with that. So one example is that sometimes we're going for a goal and we're making some big changes. So we go to a department store and we have a makeover. And we get new clothes, we maybe get new makeup, we maybe have a photo shoot, and everything is great. And then a month or two or longer, you start to dress the way you used to dress because you were dressed from the outside. Someone decided what you should wear, what you should look like, and dressed you. And you didn't discover anything about yourself and your personal style and how you wanted to dress. And for sure, you didn't change any of those thoughts or beliefs that you have about yourself. The thoughts that were impressed upon you at a very early age. And so we tend to go back to doing what we've always done because it's a habit, because it's so neurologically ingrained in us to do it the same way over and over again. And we know that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a result, but getting a different result, but getting the same result over and over again. We want to change so badly, but we just don't know how to do it. So this having a makeover, is it good? Is it fun? Yeah, it's great, but it just doesn't last. Because when you look at changing a behavior or changing a result, you're not getting to the root cause of that behavior or result. So you're only going to have a temporary result. So we want to get to the root cause. We want to get to the source. We want to really help you develop this style from the inside out. And that is a process of learning and understanding yourself and growing yourself in this new way. So have you ever thought about what are my style beliefs and what do I believe I should wear or shouldn't wear? What is the brand of me? We often, if we have a business and we have our own business, we think of branding our own business. We pick colors and we pick designs and styles that represent the business. But how about picking colors, styles, words that represent you and your brand of you? And so oftentimes, we go out into the world and we think that other people don't really pay attention to you, but people are always really looking at you. And what do you want them to think about you? And because this because you're always looking at other people and you're always making judgments about other people, because also we're conditioned to do that. So how would you like to be perceived by other people of the world? And I don't mean this that you have to care what other people think of you, that it doesn't rule your life, but it's how do you want that image of yourself to be put out there in the world? So you want to begin to paint a mental picture of yourself that represents the you that you're trying to achieve, the goal you're going for. And you can think of, what do I love? And what are words that represent myself? You might think of words like sophisticated, elegant, confident, stylish, sexy, edgy, sassy, whatever is in your heart that represents your authentic self. You want to ultimately be authentic. So StreamYard's telling me it's having a hard time, but I'm just going to keep going. So for example, my words are elegant, sophisticated, and sassy. So every time I pick clothes out, for myself, I want to make sure that they're in alignment with being elegant, sophisticated, and sassy. And so, for example, today it's an elegant style, a classic V-neck, and sophisticated. And yet my earrings, my dangle earrings, are just a little bit sassy. And the V-neck it could be considered sassy. And my hairstyle, being short and sassy, is always congruent with that. So if you can try to think of those words that how you would describe your authentic self, that might help you in picking clothes and jewelry that's in alignment with where you are going in your life, how your authentic self as well as your future self. I love this quote. Let me just remove this, whatever that is. No, cancel. Let's see, we can keep going. So I don't know. There was an announcement and I tried to remove it. Anyway, we're still going. So I love this phrase, clothes don't mean anything until you wear them. If you think of your clothes in your closet, they're just on hangers. They're just hanging there. They're on your bed. They're on your chair. They don't mean anything until you put them on. And then when you put them on, they become an extension of who you are. And they strengthen, we want them to strengthen your truest self and allow the true essence of you shine. And I think about that, like you take this inanimate object, your clothing, and it's hanging there, and then you put it on and it becomes one with the vibration of who you are. So as you keep going through your personal growth and personal development, you're going to raise your awareness, you're going to be vibrating at a different level, and that clothing is going to pick up the essence of who you are, and it's going to begin to vibrate along with your body. And as it does that, it allows you to shine through the clothing, your essence. You are not your clothing. You are not your body. You are a soul that's shining through all of that. And so clothing is so powerful in allowing you to shine and to be who you are and what you want to be in the world. So you don't want to force this process. You want to ask your things like what do I love? And how would I love to show up? How do I want to be seen by others? What do I want people to say about me when I've left the room? You know, oh, she's so classic. She's always dressed nicely. I just love her. Like, what do you want people to say about you when you're no longer there? How do you want to make an impression on the people that are around you and about you? So the goal here is really that people will know the real you by how you show up and how you dress. And like I said before, that essence, that vibration of who you are is felt. And all of this, the clothing that you wear and how you accentuate yourself, is to accentuate that essence of who you are, so that that's how you're recognized for your truth. And so one thing is that we've heard a lot about the comfort zone, and the comfort zone here can be a trap for you. And you want to really allow yourself to be uncomfortable outside of the comfort zone. Be comfortable being uncomfortable, as they say, and allow yourself to try new things, to feel a little bit uncomfortable, stretching yourself outside of your box of what you've always done, how you've always dressed, and really start thinking of yourself and that future self. And how does your future self dress? It won't be like your current self, likely. It will be different. And so ask yourself, how does she dress? How does she walk, talk, and act? In order to reach your goals, you have to step into your future self every single day until you get what you want. And then one day you have arrived. And that's what the meaning of be, do, and have. You're going to be and do like your future self. You're going to be, act, walk, talk, dress like your future self. And then one day you will have what your future self will have what you imagine, what you dream of. And then what happens is you keep going for your next goal. You set another goal and you keep going and extending yourself farther and farther. So this process of developing your personal style never ends. It's always growing as you're growing. But you want to really get to know who you are at your core and what is your personal style. And that is something that we offer in Self Mastery to Riches Academy through my colleagues' program, Style Makers Academy. And so if you're interested in knowing more about this and how you can apply it to yourself, then definitely reach out to me in the DMs. And I wanted to offer you one last thing. And that is, you must have 3 things to develop this authentic style. And they are, number 1, the motivation of why you want to develop authentic style. Why do you want to be congruent with your style and where you're going? Maybe it's for your clients, to show up authentically for your clients, to achieve more in your business and in your life. Maybe it's for your family, for your friends. But you have to have that big motivation of why you're going to establish this personal style. And then number 2, you want to have and develop a style mindset. And this is really helping you to get in the groove of what is style, thinking about stylish people in the past and who you've admired, who you admire today of the present time, and maybe people like Audrey Hepburn or Coco Chanel, people you've admired from the past, and learn about them, learn about their style, learn about how they thought about style, put style in every aspect of your life, and discover what does style mean to you. So style mindset is a really important thing, because if you don't care about style, you definitely won't have style. So recently I got new glasses. I don't know if you can see, they're just simple little glasses, but they're an up level of from what I had. And I got new cups too, stylish cup, a fancy cup to drink out of. I was even talking to my friend today, and I said, what do you have on the bottom? Because on the Zoom, I can only see your top. And she showed me what she had on. And I'm like, oh, and you've got these cute slippers on. What do your PJs look like? Have style in all aspects of your life, because your style is not really for other people. It's for you to feel better about yourself, to feel good in your body. And the more and more you do it, the more and more you get used to being a stylish woman. And as my friend says, stylish women don't get afraid. Stylish women just do it anyway. So what are your habits that you will say to yourself as a stylish woman? And a stylish woman doesn't have to mean that you're up on the latest, greatest fashion, that you're buying all these expensive clothing from designer houses. Now, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. You can be stylish buying your clothes at Target or whatever places you want to shop. It's not about how much it costs. For me, it's a lot about how much it feels on my body. And a lot of times, because I have a former degree in textiles and clothing, I'm very sensitive to textiles and how they feel on my body. So oftentimes that requires me to spend more money to have that right feel, but not always. I've bought t-shirts that feel awesome that are very inexpensive. So it doesn't have to mean that you're spending a lot to have style. But style is something that you have in your house. If you notice, I recently redesigned the background behind me, and it's more stylish. It's more inspiring for me. And hopefully it's inspiring for you as well. So stylish can go throughout your house in all areas of your life. It can even go to your car. Like, how does your car make you feel? Is it of the style that you want? And And so you can add this into all areas of your life. And so the third aspect of the three things to be successful in having authentic style is to have the tools in order to do it, the techniques and tools to get you there. And that is what we offer you in through the coaching program that I host with my colleague through Style Makers Academy. So if you're interested in style, if you want to up level your style, perhaps in order to go to a new level in your career, then we're here for you. We want to talk to you about that. And so definitely pop on a call with me to chat about all areas of your life, the goals that you have, where you want to get to. We can talk about what are the blocks in your way, what's holding you back, and really try to get you in a trajectory that's going to be going forward and helping you grow into the person, into the woman you want to become for the rest of your life. So I've so enjoyed sharing with you today. Send me a message and we'll get on a call. I'll put the link below as well for you. And any questions that you have for me about personal style or anything I've talked about today, put that in the chat, put #replay if you're watching the replay, and let us know what you want to hear more of from us, because we do these talks every single week and we want to enhance your understanding of mindset, your understanding of style, your understanding of personal growth, and how you can continue to grow yourself, to become more, to become better, to earn more income, to feel in alignment with your truest self, and allow yourself to shine and share your greatest gifts and talents with the world. And so with that, I'm so happy to have been with you here today, and I will see you again next time. All right, talk to you later.